Let me hit you with the truth right up front. If you don't change your identity, nothing else will ever stick. Not the new diet, not the business plan, not the new relationship, not the money goals, because all progress is temporary. Until your identity catches up, let that sink in. You can hustle for a while. You can force change for a week, a month, maybe even a year, but eventually you snap back. Why? Because you can't live in conflict with who you believe you are. Identity is the strongest force in the human personality. If deep down you see yourself as weak, you'll avoid challenge. If you see yourself as a failure, you'll subconsciously sabotage success. But if you see yourself as a finisher, as a leader, as someone who always figures it out, you'll rise in any environment. Most people try to change their behavior without changing who they are at their core. They want different results, but they haven't upgraded their identity. And here's the truth. You don't become successful by doing more. You become successful by becoming someone who doesn't settle for less. So where does identity come from? It's shaped by repetition, emotion, and meaning. What you do consistently becomes who you believe you are. What you tell yourself when you fail becomes your inner dialogue, and the meaning you attach to events I lost, so I must be a loser, that becomes the identity you carry like a shadow. But here's the powerful truth. You can rewire it. You can challenge every lie you've told yourself. You can stop saying, "This is just the way I am." No, this is the way you've practiced being. Every breakthrough begins with a decision. Not a wish, not a hope, a decision. A decision that says, "I am no longer available for mediocrity. I am not my past. I refuse to keep shrinking into a version of myself I've outgrown." Because here's the deal. The moment you decide who you are, the world starts responding. Your energy changes, your language changes, your boundaries change, and slowly, your reality begins to match your identity. When you shift your identity, your standards rise. You stop tolerating the crap that used to weigh you down, the excuses, the negative people, the mental garbage. Why? Because they don't fit the new version of you. This new identity eats differently, sleeps differently, thinks differently, shows up differently, and you don't need perfection. You need alignment. If your identity says, "I'm a warrior," you won't skip your mission just because it's raining or you're tired. If your identity says, "I'm a finisher," you won't walk away when it gets hard. And the best part, you don't need permission to become this person. You just decide, and you back it up with consistent action. One rep at a time, one decision at a time, one day at a time. Listen closely, this is important. Strategy without identity is a dead end. You can have the best tools, the perfect system, all the knowledge in the world, but if your identity doesn't match the result you want, you'll always come up short. It's why some people lose weight and gain it back. Why some entrepreneurs crush it one year and crash the next. Because the inside didn't evolve with the outside. That's why I tell people, if you want lasting change, stop chasing tactics. Start building the foundation, a new self-image. Change the root, not just the fruit. So how do you actually change your identity? Here's how. Decide who you want to be. Get crystal clear. Not what you want to have, but who you want to become. Declare it daily. Say it, feel it, embody it. Identity gets wired through repetition and emotion. Isn't he like it now? Not tomorrow. Not when you feel ready. Step into it today. Identity doesn't come from waiting, it comes from being. Surround yourself accordingly. Cut out anything and anyone that contradicts your new identity. Protect the new you like your life depends on it, because it does. Stack wins. Every time you follow through, you reinforce that new identity. Every time you break a pattern, you grow the new version of you. Let me leave you with this. If you're tired of starting over, if you're tired of falling back into old patterns, if you're tired of the war inside your head, then it's time for something radical. It's time to kill the old you, not in anger, in love. Because that version of you, the one that settled, the one that doubted, the one that kept playing small, it's done. You are not your past. You are not your pain. You are not your limitations. You are the author. You are the creator. You are the force of nature the world's been waiting to see. Change your identity, and you will change everything. Stand up, decide, and step into the life that was already yours. You just had to claim it. Let's go.